So I recruited someone who's very interesting. Who is it? Drumroll. It's
It's fast. Woo!
it's Faz,
Yay!
everybody's favorite gamer. How's it going?
Thanks for having me, Revolt. Can't wait to get into these games. I'll
Hell
let
yeah.
you start us off with the introductions because it's your stream, your rules. Let's go.
Yeah, that's a power play if I've ever heard one. I get to go first. Spawning in the top left-hand corner, representing Ris3n Competitive's team, it is the Purple Cirque player. It is Steven. And I know he's not, but he's FxB. Fair. Yeah.
And in the bottom right, FxB's Luneth, the green Protoss player on Submarine. Uh, Another Australian as well, which is awesome because Steven, like me as well. Whenever we play in these matches, usually we have to play on Western, which is totally fine. You get about 140, 130 ping, so it's definitely playable. But hey, these guys are in that crispy 2010 ping or whatever it is,
And
and
I
it's just
imagine
absolutely gorgeous.
I was gonna say I imagine that this is probably a first for both of them, right? Like if you're playing in an NA
Well,
league
playing
as
an
an
alpha, yeah,
Australian player, like you're
absolutely.
never really gonna get like what are the odds that you get the two AUS players so you actually get to play on the server you want? So it works out. It's one of those nice, wholesome, feels good moments where it works out great for both of them.
I'm sure the bios and the force fields from both of these players are going to be just beautiful to
Just
showcase that
beautiful.
beautiful micro. All right, well, let's hop into this game. So it looks like the probe scout's coming in. Not going to see anything too crazy. Steven doesn't like to do anything too outlandish on these maps, I like to think. But he did give me a little bit of an insight into what he thinks Luneth is going to do. It looks like he thinks he's going Stargate Twilight Robo, which is pretty interesting. It's pretty standard as well,
I was
so
gonna say
Steven should be pretty
that's
well
like
versed.
not a like insane prediction by any stretch of the
Yeah,
imagination, right? Like
exactly. So Steven, I was telling him, I was like, hey, that's meta. You can do that. You've played against that before a million times. I'm sure you'll be fine. Trying to prep up my boy for this match, but of course, I'm going to be as impartial as possible, even though me and Revolt are risen gamers.
I'm actually known for my impartiality, right? Sometimes I even root against my own team that I captain just because I'm so fucking professional, okay? Like that's how professional I am, okay? But already we're not seeing the fastest Stargate possible here, right? He gets like the Stalker out, which is, that's what 50 gas. He gets Warp Gate, right? The fastest one out. You're getting that Adept first. You're maybe even delaying your um, Warp Gate for a sec to get that fast Stargate. So it is a Stargate, but it's not the fastest Stargate. And I gotta say, I almost like that because at this point, every Zerg knows that they're like looking to see when your Warp Gate starts, so they can like automatically know that it's Stargate. So even though the
Yeah,
Stargate's faster, it's like almost like annoyingly not worth it. Oh, the Link's gonna get in. The Link's got in. That's really nice. This is gonna be a full scout.
it is really nice for Steven. He's going to look for that Stargate, and he will see it at the back of the main
Mm-hmm.
just there. Might try to get a probe for his trouble if he gets lucky, but no, just going to put some damage on it, looks like. That's totally fine, though. You'd give away 4 Lings for a confirm on that first tech structure on the Protoss, but it looks like some Lings snuck into the natural, actually, Revolt, and grabbing 2 probes for their money. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean
We take those.
a full scout and 2 probes for Lings. That's not bad. That ain't bad at all.
Absolutely. So yeah, getting that, I mean, you sacrifice 4 Lings to get the first tech structure scout on a Protoss any day of the week. You would do that if you had a button that does that, but this is StarCraft and you don't have that. But anyway, Spores going down for Steven. Looks like this Oracle isn't going to do too much. We've got 3 Queens on the way. We've got 3 Spores on the way. Plenty of stuff that shoots up Revolt.
And that is a crazy fast third here from Luneth here, though. Sub 4 minutes that going
Yeah.
down. I mean, that'd be a fast third in like in PVT, let alone PVZ, where the ever constant threat of Zerglings kind of makes holding it, establishing that third base slightly more complicated. It is going to be
Yeah,
Forge and Void
absolutely.
Ray to follow this up as well. There's the Twilight. So not looking like it's going to be any kind of air commitment, I don't think.
Nah, it definitely doesn't look like Oracle coming in, just gonna take some damage on the shields, doesn't grab anything just yet, but the threat of it being there is probably enough. And also, the Oracle is a great defensive tool to hold this third Nexus against potential Lings. But it looks like Steven is just going to continue to drone, get his Roach Drone and his Baneling Nest down, and I'm very happy to see this. He's going to be going Roach Bane, hopefully. Steven does struggle a little bit against carriers, if like most Zergs do right now. When you go Lurker, it just seems to slow the game down a little bit too much for that Protoss to get that fleet beacon out. So I'm happy that he's going to be putting on the pressure, get these upgrades ready, and play a nice mid-game focus game today.
Yeah, I mean, Ravager Baneling is the stuff of nightmares for an army that's relying on force fields to protect it. And especially on a map like Submarine. Not a big map, and as we can see, right, like, only a few tumors out, and he's already on, what, like the third tumor? Hitting that middle of the map, which means if you go for one of these timings, your reinforcements are going to hit so quickly, especially with the creep there. You know, getting those big balls of units and being like, all right, I'm going to reinforce with lings. Those reinforcements are going to come super fast.
Absolutely. Massive gateway explosion going down for Luna, though. His macro is absolutely exploding. There's no gases on his natural, actually, Revolt. Is this going to be a crazy zealot timing or something along
It
those lines?
kind of looks like it will. I mean, +1, a prism, no, like you said, no gases on the natural here obviously limits his follow-up potential here. There's going to be no gas for Templar, for any type of Robotech, and the sheer raw, let's see, what's it going to end up at? Like 10 gateways? Oh,
Steven really needs to figure this out. He's got absolutely nothing on the field right now that shoots except for Queens. He's got 12 lings on the way, but he needs to start producing those roaches. +1 is about to finish for the Protoss player, and he's going to have a massive amount of reinforcement potential. Plenty of minerals, plenty of supply. With this Warp Prism as well, this is going to be very dangerous. This fourth is definitely not going up,
yeah.
but the thing I'm worried about with Steven is not holding his fourth, it's holding this match.
Yeah, I mean, he can sack this fourth, that's okay, but like you said, he doesn't have the roaches out. And this is just going to hit like a truck right now. And 10 Banelings
Grabbing
coming
two
in.
naked queens off creep as well is very dangerous as well. Here come the Banelings. We got 10 on the way. The upgrades will finish for Steven in about 20 seconds if he can hold. But, oh, the drones. He needs to rally those drones back in. Okay, we'll see how these Baneling connects are. He wants to get on the Zealots nice and clumped up if he can. It looks like he wants to fight with drones for a little bit longer. Can he hold this with Ling Bane?
I
don't know.
don't
I don't know
think
if he
so.
needs
I
roaches
mean,
or not.
the
Revolt.
Zealots split up and there's no roaches, right? Like, roaches are what can punish these Zealots splitting up, but with them not here, he's just going to divide and conquer. And look how fast those drones fall. 32 have gone down. And this timing, I think, has done everything that it could have wanted to do and more, and I don't think Steven is going to be able to hold this.
Very clever build coming out from Lunith. He got that really fast third, but this was not a it wasn't necessarily a secret third Nexus. He needed those minerals.
Point out something a little funny. This is the team of all Protoss in FxB Pigpan versus the team of no Protoss. It's 2 Terrans, 2 Zergs getting fielded here by Ris3n. All Protoss, so we are going to have no mirror matchups here. Oh, well, while we're at the pause, I'll let you start us off, Foz, here with introductions.
All right, in the bottom left, my friend, my teammate, it's Ris3n Comp's Coda, the Blue Terran. Yay!
And up in the top right-hand corner, representing Pigpan, it is no Pret. No Pret. You thought you had Pret? No. No Pret.
Yeah, I'm calling out to all teamless Protosses that want to join a fun team with fun guys like me and Revolt. Hey, we need Protoss players because as you can see with
Hey,
that lineup
join
today,
a team of fun guys. Hey,
we bitch about Protosses on the general Discord chat.
It's super fun. We do. I
We'll have
just
a great time.
Sakta Fromage couldn't make it, so we do. Okay. Can you give him a countdown and resume? Do you mind doing that? Oh no, wait. Wait.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're good.
Sick.
We're good. He got it. Thank you, MC. Thank you, other team's captain. What a hero.
Well done.
What a legend. What a champion. Is that a misplaced depot? No. Yes?
No, it is not.
No.
No, that's fine.
It kind of looks like it is, though.
You can see the shadow of the, this is my smart moment. Ready? You can see the shadow of the ramp. And it's right.
In the
pixel right there.
The shadow of the ramp. Sounds like a Linkin Park song, dude.
Yeah, I know. Alrighty, let's see what Coda. Like, I can provide a bit more analysis when it's Terran. Thank God. Like, luckily.
Oh, that'll be super useful. That'll be super useful next game. We got another PvT. Can you help me with that one too?
Yeah, while I'm playing, I'll be like, "Hey, I'm going for this build."
All right, gamer. Here's what's going on. We're scouting.
POV with commentary in a tournament, you know.
Yeah, I actually had to stream a match when I played in Alpha before, and I'm never doing it again because it was like super stressful. Didn't like it. Never doing it again.
I love this build from Coda. It's really groovy.
Oh, it's the like, yeah, it's like the like, hey, you don't get to scout. Yeah, that's so annoying, dude, because it could not be anything, but it could also be something. Ugh, yeah, disgusting, dude.
We'll see what his follow up decides to be. I mean, you can go a lot of different things from here. You can go big Hellion drops. You can go Hellion run by. You can go Widow Mine drop. You can go Liberator. You can go tank push. You can go Banshees. You can do a bunch of different cool stuff. So we'll see what he decides to do. See how many workers he wants to pull off gas. If none at all. I mean, if he doesn't want to pull any off gas, it looks like we've got a one base build coming our way. Oh no, there we go. There they are.
Yeah, he's
I was
got 2
gonna
on
say.
each, yeah.
I was gonna say. I was like, Coda, get off that gas. Get
Or
off of
don't,
it.
dude, or don't, dude. One base BC, it's coming.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was actually going to think if it was. Looks like he's going for 2 Reapers. This could be a little bit of a Reaper Hellion sort of meme throw out at our Protoss player if he decides to do that. Looks
He's got
like
him a
Protoss
little.
has
He's
got
got him a
a
little
Reaper wall,
spooked
though.
too here. Look at these. I mean, not that this is a bad thing, but look at Neopret over here looking for all the proxy spots. That's really smart. When you're in the dark like this, just
Yeah, it
see,
looks
because
like
if
he's
you
going
get
to
a
be playing
catch,
really
if you get a
defensive.
catch on like a proxy building here, that can almost win you the game. So really smart to keep an eye out for things. Although one of those probes is actually going to get caught out.
We've got a second gate coming down for No Prey. Doesn't want to get that really early tech structure. And he's also not getting his own proxy. A very common response to this is to like proxy robo or something. Looks like he doesn't want to do that. So Coda is going to be fine with this low ground CC. And he's just going to be going Reaper Hellion, as I theorized.
You want to hear something
No
funny
Pred
though?
doesn't have a wall on the bottom though, so this is going to be quite devastating if he starts attacking with this very soon.
Coda got that probe because the probe was out there looking for a proxy, and his Reaper was out there looking for a proxy, and the two things that were looking to see if they proxied each other found each other.
But one
and no
shoots,
one
so
was
Coda's
and no
ahead.
one was proxying anyone the whole time. Like
So yeah,
they're
he
both just
actually
like,
lost both
I
of
bet
those
this guy's gonna
probes.
do this to me. Yeah.
He lost both of those probes. So we got 2 stalkers on the ground here. That there actually isn't a battery on the natural for No Predator. He can go up and start
Oh,
trading with these stalkers
but he
if he wants
didn't.
to. Yeah, he
Oh, he's
didn't.
gonna split. No, this is walled off, man. You can't do that.
Get out of there.
And now there's gonna be at least 1 or 2 more stalkers. I think the window passed here.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, from now on, there's going to be too many stalkers for these Reaper Hellion to really do anything. I guess they're going to suicide in maybe a bit later, just for information or whatever. But
Yeah, I mean, I
it
feel
looks
like
like Coda's
wouldn't
going
this
into standard
be
play.
these be units that you just want to trade out for probes though? Like, what's the purpose of really
Oh
keeping
yeah,
alive for much longer, right? Like, they're not going to be useful in a
If I
fight.
was
Like,
in Coda's era, I'd tell him to just A move those as soon as the
yeah,
second Hellion popped out. But you live and learn. It's okay because you can actually kill a decent amount of stalkers with this. Like 3 Reaper 2 Hellion is actually quite beefy.
yeah.
They
I mean,
kill
there
them in
were only
about
2.
4
You
or
can
5
bounce them.
shots.
You can bounce them around.
Yeah, because the stalkers attack so slow, the bounces actually really affect
He
how
still
often
might be able
stalkers
to like
shoot.
bounce a stalker out of the way and dive into the net. I mean, I don't know. No, he's just gonna scout around, try and delay the third a little bit. It looks like there's the Twilight coming up. The Robo Bay is almost done as well, so he can get into the Colossus, the Disruptors, all of the fun things. It looks like it is going to be Colossus first, but with a Raven already on the field, that ain't too bad.
Yeah, this is a really fast Colossus. I kind of like it. He doesn't really need blink. I mean, he's already Coda is kind of showed his hand. He doesn't have a follow up drop coming or a banshee or anything. He wouldn't really need blink if he had it. So getting that fast Colossus is just gonna make sure he has plenty to deal with when this 2 base push comes eventually. Because Coda is gearing up for that. He's gone double gas before his 3rd base. He's got stem combat on the way. And it looks like he might throw down his 3rd CC now, but it's not super late or
If
super
you
early.
hit a Colossus with a Reaper Mine, does it still get juggled?
No, it's a massive unit.
Oh, okay, because that'd be a little crazy.
Oh wait,
Be
I
like
don't know if
bouncing
I
Ultralisks
don't think
around.
it's massive. Is it massive? I think a Colossus is massive. Yeah,
Oh
it is.
yeah, it is. It totally is. Yeah.
It's fucking huge. Nothing but yeah. Okay. So the Reapers are gonna get a scout on this 3rd Nexus, which is pretty nice. Looks like Coda's going to start moving out, but there's no tanks with this push. That's the funny thing. Like, he's got a bunch of bio. I would almost like to see him, like, make 2 more medevacs and just doom drop the main or something. Because, like,
Is Disable 75 or 100 energy?
Disable is 75.
So there's a world here where he might be able to pop, double disable these Colossus and maybe find some damage.
Yeah, this is why this early Colossus kind of style is kind of old school in a lot of ways, because the Terran started making the Ravens so often. So usually now you get your Twilight a bit faster, you get your Gates a little faster, and you just kind of rely on Stalker Zealot to hold these two base pushes, and then you go into Colossus afterwards. Because they're
Yeah.
just kind of like, you know, they're going to get Interference Matrix. But with
Yeah, I
this, he's
mean,
got
he
two Colossus, but
scans.
not too much else. Let's see how the Interference Matrix go out. If he Interference Matrix both of these, he's actually going to win this fight.
Oh,
Here we
he
go.
did,
Let's
and he's
keep
going
Stim
in.
forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be a
He
great
can
trade
kill
here for
everything
Coda.
on
He's
the
going to
ground,
get
or he
all the
should be able to,
sentries.
yeah. He does
He
back
needs to
up.
fall back to his batteries. Yeah.
Yeah. He backs up and he outlasts the Matrix. But that was still a pretty solid trade there. I mean, he got a bunch of sentries and gateway units.
Oh, I'd
Did
love to
not
see
get
Coda
those
go on the main
critical.
right now. Let's
Yeah.
do it. Come on, do it. Get in there. Looks like he's just going to poke the Cyber Core, which is still totally fine. Colossus can shoot down on this army with the Thermal Lance if he decides to, but it looks like he can snipe that and just run away. Just totally fine.
And he's going to get an Observer on his way out, too. Maybe a couple Zealots here as well. That'd be nice. After
Not too
bleeding out
bad.
those gateway units, I feel like Nopert really wants to make sure he keeps everything alive that he can. Now that third base is getting fully up and running here, though. Double upgrades on the way. A Dark Shrine coming up as well. And this is where I feel like as a Protoss player, you start to feel a little bit more comfortable in the game. You're less hyper worried about just getting that double disable and getting killed. Oh, actually, we'll come back to that because this could be a big boy drop. There's some Stalkers in position, though. This could get dicey. They're shooting the medevac that's empty first, though.
Coda leading with an empty medevac is very, very clever. Okay, here comes the drop. He needs to get his X, the rest of his units in the fight. Here they go, and it hits them. And here comes the Colossus follow-up. But it looks like he's just poking in. He's going to get a bunch of Stalkers. It's good, because if you kill all the Stalkers, there's nothing that left to shoot up. So these medevacs should live if he sends them
What are they
home.
doing? There's units
Yeah.
over at the third base, too, that are killing a battery and then going to go for probes, I guess. I don't know. This is a little bit crazy here. Action going on all over the map as Coda's units are absolutely everywhere. It looks like these Zealots are going to hold off until the Colossus alive, at least. Or arrive, yeah. I don't know. That was weird.
Yeah. Coda also managed to sneak his Raven in the back of the third, which is really clever, because it means he can start doing this harassment, which will never really end. But Nopred as a response is he knows that Raven's not in the fight anymore, so he's gonna try and put some pressure on
Base
Coda. But Coda's on the other side of the map. It looks like this is gonna turn into a really weird base trade.
I gotta say, though, like, having a DT Shrine done when the base trade starts is hugely good for our Protoss player. And here's a Disruptor. Can that get a good shot off? He is going to get the snipe off. Here's a
Here comes
recall.
Oh,
Oh,
he
but the
left a few
Colossus...
Zealots at home. But the Stalker, oh my god, he just sent back the Colossus. He didn't bring back the Zealots. He's getting a massive target fire on the Colossus. They're all three of them going down. Alright, he has DTs, but hey, you got no splash damage left, bro.
Yeah, that's a big deal. The DT's going to try and get away, but it should get killed before it gets up the ramp. And now, well, let's take a look here, because the economy for Nopert is way better here, but Coda kept that third base alive. He got all three of the Colossus. That's such a big deal, and he got a Disruptor on the other half of the map. The splash damage here for our Protoss player is nigh non-existent. He's got the economy to get himself back up and running, but it's not here yet, and that could leave Coda at 75 army supply to 33 with a window here to get some serious pain put on our Protoss.
I'd love to see. Coda looks like he wants to establish his base defenses before he moves out, which is totally fine. There is a warp prism out on the map. He could always just warp in DTs. But Nopret's army is so small, and he's got no splash revolt.
Yeah, it's just Archons, which are just not great here. There's one Colossus now, but that's just going to get shut down, it looks like. There we go. There's the disable. Goes for the battery first, and then he's going to start kiting back here. These Archons get decent shots, but they're not going to last long. 1, 2 do go down. There's a tank supporting this as well. He might even be able to drop a turret here with that Raven, keeping it alive to prevent DTs from being warped in as well, but I don't know. This is going to be a tight one. Coda, I feel like, really needs to get his reinforcements on the front lines here.
Coda isn't building up too much at home. He's kind of not necessarily all in, but he isn't building any SCVs. He's making a lot of units. He wants to crush him now if he can. It is definitely possible that he can do that. But as long as Nopret keeps trickling out DTs and just being as annoying as possible, I honestly, I don't know if Revolt can pull this out. I mean, Coda can pull this out.
I believe in Revolt.
You definitely can't. You definitely can't pull this out.
One way or another, we know that I'm not winning this game, you know? Like,
he gets on Team Viewer and just starts playing for him.
Fine, I'll do it myself. Like,
Looks like he's prepping for another
Oh,
Doom drop, but the Zealots are going to actually see it. We'll see how quickly No Pret responds. It looks like he doesn't
he's gonna
really see
DT
it
at the
yet because
third
he's
and
not
this
moving his
at the same time.
army.
Yeah, this is gonna be weird here. This is gonna be weird. He
Oh,
could
the
deny
2-2
2-2.
reroll,
Yeah,
the 2-2.
that's a big deal if he can snipe out 2-2. Deny it before it goes
Yeah, looks
down.
like he's going to get
Whoa,
it.
whoa.
No?
No, no, no,
No,
no, no, no,
reroll.
no, 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 no. No, he's gonna get it, right?
Please. Oh, a little bit of miss micro here from Coda. He doesn't want to grab the
Oh,
Forges, though. It looks like he's going to jump out.
that seems like a huge missed opportunity behind this. It looks like, oh no, he kept that third CC alive. He needs to get it repaired, and soon. Again, like Coda's doing great work here, but he's gonna fizzle out here if he doesn't either A, get that established, that economy reestablished, or B, really go for the throat and soon. Like,
I feel like if it was going to go for the throat, it'd have to have happened in the last few minutes. I mean, No Pred has got 2 Colossus coming out. His 2-2's done. It looks like he has all the means he needs
oh,
to
he's gonna
hold,
kill the third. Yeah, he kills the
except for
third.
some massive micro mistake.
Yeah, Coda needs to kill him, and he needs to kill him now. He's collapsing from both sides, so this Colossus is done for. Yeah, it is done for. DT is getting warped in now. There's a super battery as well. The scan is still here. He's going to kill the battery, drop the scan to try and take out these DTs, but how many scans does he have left? That is the question. And can NoPret get up what he needs to kill this? That Warp Prism has Stalkers in
I'm
it.
just so surprised at how close this is, to be honest. I mean, No Pred, it looks like he had the hold in the bag, but he just keeps getting his Colossus pulled off. Really, really good control from Coda. He just picks off
Yeah.
every Colossus
If
as
Coda
soon as they come
rotates,
out.
I don't think Coda knows that this bottom or this left side base is up. If he did, he could go kill it now. He's gonna go check, and I think he needs to kill it. If he kills it, he's good, right? Like he can lift up a base and re-get it established and all of that. But
At this point, the best thing Coda can hope for is killing this 4th and resetting the game. He can't end the game right now. He can't
Yeah.
engage up a natural rep into this Protoss army with this massive amount of upgrades and now 2 Colossus. It's going to be a little bit difficult. We got 3-3 on the way as well now. He looks like he really wants to leverage that upgrade advantage.
Oh,
He wants
he's
to move
going
out.
up
Here
a
comes Coda
ramp.
with a big stim forward. Couple of DTs in the army doing a lot of damage. There comes the scan. Looks like it's actually pretty okay for Coda, but he can't afford to build this army back up, Revolt.
yeah, and
That's
he
the problem.
gets.
I think that was a really valiant effort, but it looks like that Protoss player is going to take this. I mean, he's got a bunch of Zealots and more Colossus Disruptors on the way. And what has Coda got? You know, three Marauders on the production tab. Rebuilding his third. I mean, it's all well and good, but hey.
Yeah, that
some
army
strong,
supply has
strong, well
swung
upgraded.
really hard there. I don't think he could have afforded to do that stim in, and now it looks like the raw gateway unit count is gonna, I think, just be too much. Scan goes off. GG is called. A tight game there, but no pride. Just realized I never turned on the music because I am, in fact, incompetent. And I no longer have Foz here to carry me through this cast, but you know what? We're going to get through it anyway. And the reason I don't have Foz to carry me through this cast is because he's going to be one of our players entertaining us here, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, the Red Terran player representing Ris3n competitive. It is Foz. And up in the top left-hand corner, the blue Protoss player representing FxB and Pigpan here, it is EMC2, who I will probably be referring to as EMC for clarity's sake. So we've seen one TVP already in that last match, which I have to say was pretty outstanding. And I'm hoping that this one won't disappoint either. So this is the match that Foz needs to win, and Ris3n needs to win the next one as well to stay alive here and force an ace match with these guys up 2-0 so far. Unlike Coda, Foz is not going to be opting for that double gas or that little blocky boy. Where are they going? Oh, one's going to scout, one's going to stop this. Makes sense. Makes sense. It is going to be core before Nexus here from EMC. Nothing wrong with that. A little bit safer. But Nexus is going to be following up very shortly. And with the Reaper expand on the way here from Foz, all things appear to be normal. So here comes the Reaper. clear that probe out and start heading across the map here. Factory coming up as well. Sfaz is, oh, thinks about going up into the main, thinks better of it. Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. A little bit of a strange dance there between those two units, but ultimately the Reaper does escape unscathed. And it is Robo first here. Interesting. Okay, okay. I feel like more commonly I see Twilight or even Stargate first, but I'm hip with the Robo. I'm hip with the Robo. My PVT is actually really, really bad right now, so I certainly wouldn't listen to me about what needs to be done in that matchup. And perhaps I can even take some notes here as the Adept is actually going to go into the natural, start getting itself some damage. Going to be going for that fresh mule. Will he be able to get it? It's going to be close. I think he's going to get it, yeah. Gets it right before he shades out. On the other side of the map, Foz does get the scout here on the Robo, sees it coming before getting cleared out. There's going to be a little 1-1-1 action here from Foz. Good timing there from Foz. Not going to let that Adept get up into the main. Oh, that's an SCV, bud. That's an SCV. One Hellion. Keeping an eye on that third base location, making sure it doesn't go down. Going to be a Robo Bay coming up, followed by a Warp Prism. Foz, again, staying on top of not letting his opponent shade into his main, which is nice. You don't want to get an Adept shaded up into your main. Looks like EMC is going to give up on that pursuit, as he appears to be preparing to take a third base. Liberator moving out, though. And I'm not sure if there's going to be anything else going with this. It doesn't look like there's going to be any other aggressions here. And typically, I feel like Liberators really, really shine when they are a secondary aggression, right? Something that will occupy your opponent, and then there's a Liberator going on in the background. Just going to be a little bit of light Liberator harass, and given that it's the only thing going on, I can't imagine it's going to get terribly too much done, though. It is going to be Disruptors with Warp Prism speed. That's fun. That's exciting. We're going to have to see if he can get some big shots off here. Decent start. 3 probes down and a goodly bit of denied mining time here. Here comes that Prism coming across the map, though. It's going to be looking for the big, big DMGs. Foz is going to try and get out of here. Will the Liberator escape? I don't think that it will. Nope, it totally will. I take it all back. It totally will. It's pretty solid there for him, but here comes that Disruptor in the Speed Prism. 2 SCVs go down on that first volley. I think acceptable losses there for Foz. So now he's aware of that. He can keep an eye out for it. And again, I mean, not that Warp Prism speed is ever bad, but getting it this fast is an investment. And if that investment doesn't pay off, that's certainly an advantage for your opponent. Third base coming down now here for EMC. But again, that third CC did finish up for Foz already. So we got more gateways coming down here. See, looks like he might want to shark into the natural here. There might be opportunity for a good shot. Let's see. There. That's the damage he was looking for. 5 SCVs go down. A great Disruptor shot. Now, keep in mind that fast third CC will allow Foz to bounce back pretty hard off of losing a little bit of his economy. But this Warp Prism is an ever-present threat. Ooh, needs to be careful, though. Strays a little bit too far out. This shot, not going to be able to get the damage done that he wants, but he's going to back right back on out. Really going into this Colossus now, but again, you know, he did delay the Colossi a little bit, which means if an attack comes, he's going to be on 2. Still enough Oh. Gets 3 Marines there with that disruptor. Sorry, still enough to get that double disable from the Raven off. That was a nice pick there on the Observer. Again, that Observer is a critical tool for this build. Seeing what's in front of you helps you plan those disruptor shots so you're not flying blind. He's going to go back up into the main, it looks like. Or even hit the third. Get another SCV for his trouble. And then probably start heading home. Foz, on the other hand, it looks like is starting to get aggressive here. He's got a small army advantage. And remembering with those disables how important that can be. There's the siege up. Double disable goes off. And now these are pure Marines. And these, oh my goodness. Yep, Super Battery is going to do a good job at keeping a lot of this alive. But actually, the units are starting to stray a little bit too far forward here. Oh, but the battery keeps alive, the Colossus alive. There's 3 tanks in the background here. Blinks on top. That might be a little bit of an overextension, but actually, no, it looks like he's going to get a clean here. Oh my gosh, in the background. Oh, oh. Sorry, I completely missed that. In the background, this freaking Liberator, I talked earlier about how it's great as a secondary threat. It kills so many workers. EMC2 went from a great fight to now being borderline all in here. He's still got the 3 Colossus, but that was a beating his economy just took here. Foz needs to get sieged up here, needs to be so careful. There's the blink in. He just needs to hold this. There's not a lot coming behind it. And he's actually starting to pick off a lot of these under units, leaving only the Colossus alone. Needs to bank up his units a little bit more, though. Is going to have to evac the 3rd base, get his tanks sieged up defensively. Ooh, probably try and use that bunker as well. Would be super useful here. Here come the Marauders. Gets in the bunker. Maybe get a repair off on that as well. Oh, can he get the repair? Not going to be able to get the repair off. This is going to be so close. Oh, okay, okay. There's the recall from EMC. They are on even work accounts. He's forced back a little bit here. This disruptor drop is still alive. Again, that Liberator is the only thing that kept Foz alive there. The fight didn't really go his way, but picking off so many workers, absolutely instrumental. As here comes this Disruptor Prism. Once again, looking for the big money shots. Please heal that hero tank. Or repair it on up. Is going to get forced back here, it looks like. Please repair it. It deserves it. There we go. It's going to get repaired here. CMC is looking for some damage here, but you have to be oh so careful when there's stimmed bio going on underneath. That disruptor might get picked off. Is taking a 4th here, but let's take a look at the upgrades. +1 attack to the 2/2 on the way here for Foz. That's a pretty significant upgrade lead. That means his bio is going to start trading out very well. Specifically against things like Zealots that do really thrive when they have the upgrade lead and not vice versa. There's a big shot coming in. 2 SCVs go down. 2 Vikings coming out, though. That should lock this down. Help him ward this off a little bit. Here comes another foray here from the Protoss. It might hit. No, it's going to hit after 2/2. Okay. Still, though, it's really just 3 Colossus and a bunch of Stalkers. There is still that Disruptor as well, of course, but not the beefiest army. And with how Marauder heavy he is, 14 Marauders. Marauders aren't really going to care all that much about this. Gets 4 SCVs there. He sees the army. Can he stim into this is the question. Split off and go for those Colossus. Remembering that these Stalkers get absolutely shredded, and now things are looking really dicey here. All the Colossus get picked off. That Disruptor is alone. GG is called. Foz takes game number 3 and keeps Ris3n alive. Whew. We have returned. Spawning in the bottom right hand. Oh, wait, I forgot Foz is back. Hi, Foz.
Hey, buddy, I'm back.
How you doing?
Man. Alright.
Anyway.
GVP again.
Spawning. ZVP, yeah. Spawning down in the bottom right-hand corner, the teal Protoss player representing Pigpan and FxB. It is Probe Scout.
And in the top left, the red Zerg representing Ris3n competitive. It's not fish, this is diff. It's fish.
I don't know if that was actually his intention or if he's just accepted that I just started calling him fish, because I pretty much told him, I was like, I'm calling you fish. Like, I can't cast and be like, fish is over here. Yeah, like, you know, I just can't do it. I can't do it, and I won't do it. So I'm going to go with what it seems like the most. Cannon Rush. Cannon Rush. The rush of cannons.
Cannon rush. It's
the-
a cannon, and it's rushed.
This is
Not
what we
a
like to
slow
call
cannon,
it's
a
a
fast
forward
cannon.
it's a forward defensive line. It's a forward defensive line is what we see here.
A pretty quick reaction by Fish. Hopefully he can.
This is a little
He can
sneaky boy
deny
spot though.
this.
Oh my goodness.
This is very groovy.
Ugh. He's actually gonna go try and break down the pylon wall. I don't know if he'll be able to get it down before this cannon gets up though.
Oh, nice
Ooh,
block.
that was a nice block indeed, yeah. Because I don't think... Can this cannon shoot the... Oh, gets the probe too. Oh, he's trying to steal the gases. Oh, this is crazy. Can this
But do we
cannon...
care about this cannon? Be
I was
honest.
going to say,
Like,
can it
we-
shoot the hatchery? Yes, okay, we do care.
Oh, get the probe.
He got
Oh,
the
that
probe.
was
He got
so
the probe,
sick.
though, yeah. But there's another one coming, and this cannon can shoot the
Yeah,
hatchery.
but that bought a lot of time for Fish, so there's no more cannons coming down just yet. So he's gonna hopefully throw down this. It's just the spine crawler defense. Yeah.
Mhm. And with 6 slings coming up as well. And also bear in mind the creep spreading out. That means it's you have to place these cannons further back. Yeah, like this creep is spreading out. Making where you actually
And
drop
keep in
these
mind,
cannons.
this is an expensive commitment with all these pylons that he's bought.
Mhm.
There's no natural for the Protoss player. There is not even a cannon in the main. So this is
And
the commitment. So he's
I was
gonna
going to say,
deny
and
that
bear in
second
mind the fact
cannon.
that 2 probes already went down with this. I still think he might get the hatch here. It's going to be close.
Absolutely.
He's going to get these spines
He's
into
gonna
position.
go for it.
No, I think he's...
Gonna go for it. That cannon's still targeted on the hatchery. A bit of a mistake from Probe Scout. He's not putting any damage
Oh,
on these.
it's gonna be
spine crawlers.
close.
It looks like he's trying to. Oh no, he's trying to target fire the hatchery. Is he gonna get it?
I think he is. I think he is.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah. Oh, this is gonna be really close.
he didn't get it.
Oh,
He didn't get it. Oh my god.
I'm
Oh.
surprised. Is he gonna GG out now? Oh no, he's got a hidden next.
He's got a
Alright,
hidden
so he has
base.
a
He's
plan.
got a hidden base. Yeah, so there's a plan here. Absolute madness. Absolute madness. Oh, 30 HP there. Okay, there's a probe coming in. It's like, I'm going to go kill this hatchery. Like, no. Oh, he scouts it right away. Okay, this is not good.
This is really not going well for Probe Scout.
Yeah, this is going from bad to worse there. Obviously, super fine margins there. He's going to start proxying, it looks like, but he's still on one base. And like this is just yeah, it's one of those games that you look at and you're just like, well, not a lot is going well, like is going in your favor.
So guys, you've heard of Probe Scout. Have you heard of Ling Scout?
And
And
I have to imagine this is going to be starting.
I'm
No,
gonna
wait,
write
it's
about
cannons and a robo.
More
Okay, what?
cannons.
Madness, I
It's
tell you.
more cannons.
If he
So it looks
finds
like he's doing
this,
a follow up very late proxy robo. If he all right guys, if he finds this, he's actually got map hacks turned on.
yeah.
Okay, no, he doesn't. With that pylon that close, maybe he did see that. Did he see it? No. he
Yeah,
didn't.
but I mean, they're
It's
not
very
going to be
close.
fast, but there's already
Tantalizingly close.
there's already like spines and stuff.
Now
I
he
mean,
knows.
now he sees it. Yeah.
He-
I would start killing those batteries and cannon, my dude. He's gonna clear out the gas first. It looks like.
No, but he wants that gas. He needs the gas more.
Yeah.
He
Well.
needs the gas, guys. Plenty of queens though on the way. We're no Watchron just yet, but he looks like he's starting to develop his gas count now. He's gonna deny a cannon and a battery. Can't click on that cannon just yet, but this is. I mean, this like, how do you even battery up the main? With
He's
this,
getting
like,
a robo bay.
crazy-
This is madness, Foz. I love it. It's beautiful. It's crazy.
Like, okay, so proxy disruptor Colossus. Colossus, because he's going lings and you just juggle in and out of the main, maybe? Is that what you do?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with these builds, the thing that really starts to get, to lock this down is that queen count, because it starts to actually zone the prism a little bit, and they start to get transfused, that stops you from
But he's already
snowballing.
got so many queens, and he's building
Yeah,
them three
and he's building them 3 at a time, and
Honestly,
he
don't
can
see
keep
this.
building them 3 at a time, yeah, so.
I mean, props to Probe Scout for keeping on going. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, there's a lot of Protoss players watching this, and probably you as well, Revolt. When that cannon went down in the main and the hatchery lived with 30 HP, you just kind of GG out after
I
that.
probably would,
But our boy Probe Scout is going to show us a show anyway. It looks
Oh,
like he's
that's so many
swirling
slow
the
zerglings. They're gonna get the
slowly
wraparound.
Going to wrap around.
and I just don't think
Alright,
there's
there's
enough
a nice
battery
round
energy here,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, he's just going to rip through. It looks like these Immortals are going to go down. All right, the clutch force fields are actually pretty good.
Yeah, but he's out of
enough to
energy
save
here, and
both.
he's just going to get drowned in units here. That was a cool play there with the sentry. I really liked it, but I just don't think it's enough here. This is going to get cleaned up. G's is called. Fish is time. Hey, Ricer. Hey, Baby Barks. All of you have arrived perfectly in time for the climax of this match. In the bottom right-hand corner, the green Protoss player. It is Luneth.
And in the top left of Romanticide, it's our Red Zerg. We know him, we love him. It's Ris3n Competitive's Fish.
What's giving you the giggles?
I was laughing at your English accent, darling.
Did I do an English accent, darling?
A little bit, yeah.
I hadn't quite noticed. Sometimes it just happens, okay? You know. When I get on into it, sometimes the voice changes.
I also have the Queen on my currency, so I feel like I can improve. But
you have the Queen on your currency? Ha.
Yeah, dude.
Here in my country, we have no kings, we have no queens. All right, freedom. Freedom.
You just have
talk about freedom.
Questionably intelligent president.
Well, not for long. Anyway, that all aside.
Politics, everybody.
We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there.
Flippin' StarCraft.
Mother flippin' StarCraft. Exactly. And it looks like a little bit of a, like he's hiding the probe, being like, "Ooh, I'm gonna cannon rush you. Ooh, I'm gonna cannon rush you." But not gonna happen. And then Fish, sniffing this out, sees the probe, sees that nothing is building, and looking at across on the other half of the map here, we see Luneth is not in fact going for that. He is just gateway expanding. So a little bit of a fake out, probably especially after that last game where we saw that cannon rush into fake base, into proxy rope, the madness.
Yeah,
but
we don't talk about that game anymore. You know, it's just like we just put that one in the back burner. We don't.
I want to
really
talk about it, dude. Fish played so well. I want to talk about it.
He played amazing, but like it's just funny that the answer to every failed aggression was to keep just to do a different one. It's always funny, but you know what?
Like
Probe Scout,
you just keep going into the bag of tricks until you're elbow deep in the bag of tricks, and you're like, there's got to be something else in here before we go DTs, right? Like,
yeah, it's like, what am I gonna do? Go make a nexus in my natural like a pussy? Well, I'm not gonna do that, you know.
No, no, I refuse.
Of course not. Why would we?
Stalker first, and I'll be honest. So far, this does look pound for pound, inch for inch, very similar to how Luneth played that that first game against Steven, where he hit that timing off 3 bases with like no gas. And
yeah, we'll see if he decides to do that again. I mean, I wonder if Fish was watching. I'm sure Fish will want to play a little bit safer.
Something tells me he got the lowdown on that, whether he was watching or not.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to keep an eye out. Yeah, there's the start. Yeah, this all looks exactly the same. So
we'll see. We'll keep an eye on his natural gases this game to see if he wants to do that, because I'll kind of assume if I see no gases in that big gateway explosion after it.
Well, and that, yeah, I was going to say that super fast third. Remember, it went down like right before 4 minutes. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. He's banking up money. I think, yeah, there it is. Yeah, this is the same thing. But Fish this time is going to see this third right off the bat, right? It's going to go down as the Overlord flies over there.
So the question is, does he actually be greedy, or does he just do the same thing? I mean, I guess it's possible to go triple Nexus, get a bunch of probes, and just have a lot of gateway units, and just kind of go into the game from there. But so we'll keep an eye on his gateway count, I think is what we got to do.
Yeah.
He made like 10 last.
I think it was 11. Yeah, it was madness. It was madness.
That was a lot of gateways, Revolt.
Yeah.
He wasn't fucking around with those gateways, you know. This is M-rated stream, by the way.
But he's already getting in with the Lings just to be annoying. And I mean, what's he gonna do? He has to use the Oracle defensively here. He's gonna warp in an Adept. Like, this is just so annoying when you go for this and you don't really have a lot defensively. No. Again, no gases. This is the same thing. At this point, I am certain. I mean, there's the Forge, there's the Twilight. Like, this is it.
So we'll be keeping an eye on how many drones does Fish think he can get away with? We don't see a Roach Warren just
Oh,
yet.
he might get led into the natural.
Right
If he goes right now, the natural's open. The natural's open. with these lings.
Go, fish, go,
Oh,
go,
he's
go.
going for the
No,
third.
the other way.
I mean, he could take this as well. This is still really nice
take
for
a
him.
few adepts, yeah.
Yeah, not a bad pick. There's
Okay,
the
he's warping in
recall.
zealots. Surely that's a bit of a...
Yeah.
Is that a little bit of a read, right? I mean, it's not
Oh,
to
he let him
adepts,
in.
it's
He
not
let him in.
blink.
He let him in.
Alright, is he gonna... There's no gateways
Oh,
to
well, now
scout
there's
yet.
gas here. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I mean,
there's gas. I don't think he's doing the big gateway thing. I think
yeah,
he's just
maybe
getting
not.
greedy
It sure does look a lot like it though. He's gonna get in. He's
It
gonna
did
see.
look a lot like it.
He's gonna, or he is gonna clear out another zealot here. Did he see those buildings in the back? Yeah, so he's seen everything.
Yeah, he knows. He knows there's nothing fishy coming along. He's got some roaches on the way.
Nothing
fishy. You get
fishy.
it?
Yeah.
Go me. Okay. Self clause is the best clause. Here come the roaches, 4 fish, roach speed, and +1 attack on the way as well. Squeezing in a few lings as well. Looks like he maybe wants to put on the pressure.
Oh, he could go get some probes at the third. I think with these lings, if he goes now, yeah.
We'll see if he holds at 53 drones. Looks like
great
I know
damage.
that's a lovely number for a lot of Zerg players that want to get a little aggressive on 3 bases. Looks like he's holding down the roach key. Maybe it's a little 52 drone roach meme that everyone knows and loves. The 3rd base Nexus Destroyer extraordinaire build. But it looks like that gate explosion is coming down for Luneth. Looks like he might have a chance having a plenty of units. Zealot legs, +1. No storm yet, but he does have the Templar archives.
Gate explosion. Now we have to trademark that. It's a gate explosion. I do feel like he does probably want to get aggressive here, considering there's no 4th just yet.
Fish starting to mix in a bit more drones now, so it looks like he just wants to macro up, which is totally fine. Looks like I haven't really been able to read too much into Fish's composition right now. It looks like he just wants to have Roach Ling, get a bunch of drones, so we'll see what tech path he decides to go down. It looks like he wants to play more of a reactionary style. It looks like Luna feels comfortable enough to jump out on the map, though. He's got a couple of Archons.
Don't think he can commit to this. I'll be honest, I don't think he can commit to this. The zealot count just isn't here, right? 8 zealots, there's 17 roaches, 8 queens.
10 more on the way as well.
Yeah.
+1 attack is out for Fish as well. On creep with roach speed. I mean, do we like this? I don't know.
I don't know.
Nice focus fire on the queen, though. It looks like those transfuses were a little late, but he's going to grab the oracle as well, and just for a couple of...
Oh, immediately he goes to dagger with the lings, too. They're going at an unprotected 3rd base. They're going to get a ton of damage off, I think. Oh, actually, Warp In comes in. Great reactions there by Luneth, but even still, that means that's those Warp Ins that are being used defensively, and now the pendulum has swung a little bit here. Here comes the Roach Ravager Ling.
Yeah, Fish is not messing around now. He definitely wants to put on the pressure. He wants to make himself feel really comfortable. War Prism in the natural of Fish, but it looks like he doesn't care. He's not turning around. He's got a couple of rallies at home to deal with that. 10 more roaches on the way. Here come the Biles. Let me see the Biles. Okay, there we go. On the Archon. Looks like there's a pretty open and shut game for Fish. He's going to take an awesome trade on this third. This third Nexus is done for.
Yeah, I mean,
these rays will eventually shield away these roaches, but not before doing a heck of a lot of damage.
Yeah, 15, 16 workers go down, and he should be able to get this base as well if he targets it down. He's trying to get some damage on the other half of the map as well, but Fish, just look at the sheer multitasking of the lad. He hasn't really taken much damage here from this counter pressure, and in the meantime, he is just all over the place. Oh, this is beautiful to watch. You have to say it.
Gotta love to see. It looks like he's going to catch this 4th Nexus on the way out as well. He'd probably pick that up for his trouble if he wants. No, it's on move command. Doesn't matter, though. He killed 20 probes. He's happy anyway. Massive drone lead for Fish. He's going to mix in a few Hydras now. Looks like he's going into Groove Spines and the Baneling speed as well. It looks like a little bit of a Roach Hydra Baneling sort of composition, which is definitely fine. And you know what? Right now, I think Fish can make whatever he wants because he's in an amazing position right now.
Yeah, and, you know, shutting down that base and the follow-up here is just going to be devastating. I mean, he's going to hit again, but this time it's not going to be Roach Ravager. It's going to be Hydras in there. There's going to be Banelings with speed in there. And this is just going to make this more and more difficult. Now, I like what Luna's doing with this Prism. All this is doing is buying him time, keeping Fish at home, and not letting him attack here. And he's doing a great job at unit conservation here. This is very inexpensive for him to do, but The growing danger still remains. That looming presence of all these upgrades, all these units coming in here.
The problem with this style from Lunith, this Archon mass gateway sort of style, is that it packs a really big punch across the map when you have the army lead. But defensively, you don't have disruptors, you don't have Colossus on high ground, you don't have a lot of sentries. It's really hard to defend once Fish gains control of this game, and the control is definitely in his corner. So all he
The
can do
queens
is
are
stick
coming,
around with
dude.
these root prisms and hope for the best. But it looks like once Fish starts to put on the pressure, I mean, what is he supposed to do? He doesn't have...
Yeah. This is actually a decent start to the engagement here. Some of the Queens and Hydras are caught out a little bit here. The Queens need to start getting their transfuses off. A couple Hydras are going to get picked off, but they're adding a lot of DPS to the backline. A base goes down in the background, but now the Roach Hydra is going to clear that out, and this base is not long for this world. And I think that now with everything cleared out, Fish he summons the lads, and he goes for it here. It's really just Archons here. The Void Rays that once saved him with the Hydras and the Queens are not going to be able to do so again. This is actually a decent start to the engagement here for Lunith, but he's starting
Fish needs to reconcile his army a little bit here. I mean, he's taken an
Oh,
okay
the
trade against his Archons,
transfuses!
but, I mean,
Like, that should have been a bad trade, but he's just transfusing everything. GG's called!
GG's called. Ris3n's gonna
Fish.
take it. Let's go, boys.
Boz and Fish turning things around. Oh my goodness, you love